Hey everyone, welcome to It Tastes Different Gaming Appetizers. In this episode, we're going to talk about Call of Duty Vanguard. Underperformed because no one wanted a World War II game, says Activision. So Activision, basically, they said they had their annual report, and they pretty much said, while Call of Duty remains one of the most successful entertainment franchises of all time, our 2021 premium release didn't meet our expectations. We believe primarily due to our own execution. Vanguard's World War II setting didn't resonate with some of our community, and we didn't deliver as much innovation in the premium game as we would have liked. So, we all know that Vanguard did pretty poorly compared to most Call of Duty games, and I think even for us, we're not big Call of Duty guys, but we usually play the new, at least me and Shane usually play the new iterations. Patrick usually does too, because we force him. But, and we all played Vanguard, and we've all kind of pretty much said, yeah, Vanguard is not very great. But we're going to go around and see what everybody else thinks. I don't think it's because of the World War II setting personally, but I'll get into my thoughts here in a little bit. But, Pat, what do you think? Is World War II just not good for them?
I'm not tired of World War II games. I don't think that's what it was. I think they just made a crappy game, and that's really what it is. I mean, I don't like these games. I'm not a huge fan. I shouldn't say I don't like these games. I'm not a huge fan of them. They're not like my go-to game, but I will play them because I get to play with friends, right? That's what I like to do. But this game just wasn't. We didn't put any time into this one. I mean, we even played 2042 more than this game, and 2042 was a shit show of a game, So I don't get where they're coming from with that. It was just a bad game all around. I don't know. I mean, and they were competing a little bit, right? I mean, they there was some other bigger name titles. I should say bigger name titles, but more titles that were out that kind of stole a little bit of their limelight for, this year. I just don't get where they're thinking that everybody's sick of World War II games. I would kill for like another Medal of Honor Allied Assault or something in that time frame. I don't think gamers overall are tired of that scenario. I think it wasn't a great gameplay experience. It was really bad. It was really rough. I think what's happening though is that gamers are getting disenfranchised with the whole genre itself, right? I mean, even Battlefield, it had its own hiccups and issues, and the Warzone games. I mean, those games just I'd like to see if they make as much money as they have previously done, or if they're noting a sales slump, because I honestly think that the market's just being saturated with these type of games. They've been around for a while, but the same thing kind of happens with battle arena games, right? I think the market's just becoming saturated. There's just too many of them out there, and people are just like, meh, I don't need a new FPS multiplayer combat shooter every year. I think they like that, but they're not chomping at the bit to get them like they used to be, So that's just my opinion. I don't think it's because gamers are tired of a World War II series game. I think it's you just made a crappy game and you just can't admit it. Shane, what do you think, man?
At least most of their excuses are on their own faults. So, but I agree. Me personally, I'm done with the World War One, World War II genre. That's really just a personal thing. But those games can still be fun. You mentioned one of my favorites, Allied Assault. Fantastic freaking game. But execution of any genre has to be good. That's plain and simple. They didn't execute a good game. They didn't give people innovation. They even said that. Nothing new to it. It was same old, same old. It was run and gun, cinematic. Run and gun, cinematic with a boat. Run and gun, cinematic with a tank. And then the character gets knocked down by an explosion. You wake up, everything's fuzzy. You pop back up. You grab a gun, you keep going. That is Call of Duty formula, no matter what genre or decade they're putting it in, what war or whatnot. It's just they haven't innovated for a long time. The Black Ops 3 one was really good, or Cold War. Yeah, Cold War. It was really good for what it was, but people have played that game a lot. So, and Pat's right. We have shooters. I mean, everybody that loves shooters right now is playing Call of Duty Online, for Fortnite, Apex. They have a go-to right now. So, no, I mean, shooters are. They need to do something to make shooters come back, because Battlefield is foobar. I mean, just plain and simple. We all jumped back into it the other day just to check out changes. It ran so much better, but it was impossible to play. Well, we got into one match, I think, with people. If it wasn't even that.
We didn't get into a single
Yeah.
match with
No.
people because there's nobody
Yeah, because
playing.
we turned off crossplay because we didn't want to play the 10 guys on PC. So it's ridiculous that that they don't learn from these things. You know, if Call of Duty wants to make a comeback, they need to take time off, plain and simple. Battlefield, same way. Take time off. Now, Battlefield's better about taking 4 or 5 years to relax, breathe, do something. But they foobar this last stop and breathe. They need to go back. Call of Duty, every year, it's usually Activision. See, who is it, Nick? It's Activision and
Raven and Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer and Raven, yeah.
And Infinity
Infinity
Ward,
Ward.
too, don't
Infinity
they
Ward,
make some
yeah.
of the?
So, I mean, you got 4 people making the same game. Plain and simple. 4 groups of people making the same damn games. That's just stupid. I mean, literally throwing all your apples in the same basket, or whatever that freaking saying is. So, I think it's a dumb thing. Pat and Nick, they're still ready for some World War II stuff. I'm not. Give me Vietnam. I'm all about that. I'll be happy as hell for a good Vietnam game.
Ready for some new Viet Cong,
Yeah,
huh?
exactly. I mean, what was the Vietnam one, Nick? I can't remember the name of it. There was Call of Duty in a Vietnam setting. Can't remember what it was, but it was fantastic because I got to burn people online with flamethrowers.
So you're thinking of World at War, which
World at
was
War,
not. That was actually
No.
set in World War II. It was
No, it was a Vietnam one. But
yeah.
anyways,
World at
I
War
want a
was
new
set
setting.
in World War II.
Yeah, I want a new setting.
Then Battlefield put out a Vietnam game, but
They
that's
did.
super old,
Oh,
It's
right?
yeah,
years
that's
old,
ancient. Yeah. But yeah, people are tired. People want something new. That's why Elden Ring, I think, has exploded like it has, because people wanted something new. People were willing to give it a try because they heard it was a little bit easier. And me and Pat weren't big fans of it at the beginning. Even our review kind of stated so, but we've, especially Pat, he's got an Elden Ring tattoo in his bunghole now. Don't ask where the ring is. People are ready for new. So, that's all I can say. Nick, what about you, bud?
Yeah, I mean, this takes me back to, I don't mind more World War II games as long as they're done good. And I think in this case, it was just not done well. I think Vanguard is probably one of the poorest Call of Duties in a long time. And, we talk about not wanting World War II games, and it reminds me of World at War, which you talked about, because at that time we were done with World War II games, and World at War was coming out, and Call of Duty World at War, and everyone was like, another World War II game. Come on, Call of Duty. Let's get into the modern era here. And that was probably the best Call of Duty game based in the World War II. I mean, that game was phenomenal. That was the one that you're talking about, Shane, where you go through the jungles and flamethrower people. But that one's set in the.
I just looked. It's Call of Duty Vietnam. That was the game. It came out on 360 PS3. Yes, you did. We played
the
together.
World at War. You went through the forest and with the flamethrowers. Yeah.
That one, but you did it in Vietnam, and Vietnam did it better.
I don't remember that one. But
I do.
I don't remember a Call of Duty Vietnam game.
Yep. Came out on 360 PS3. God, what was that? 2020.
2020, that was Black Ops Cold War and Warzone.
I'm trying to remember the time frame there.
Are you sure it was there? Because there was a game that came out called Rising Storm Vietnam, but that was 2017. That wasn't Call of Duty either.
Maybe it's not Call of Duty, but I swear it was Call of Duty Vietnam.
I mean, that's the last game when I could find
Oh
a
no, I'm
Vietnam
sorry. That was a
FPS game.
canceled game. There was a Vietnam game. I can't remember what it was.
I
Anyways,
think you're
go
thinking
ahead.
of World at War, because there are parts in World at War because World at War is set in World War II, but it's set on the Pacific and Eastern fronts where you are going through jungle area and you can shoot guys that are up in palm trees and stuff like that. And because it was a different part of World War II, but it was still set in that era.
Yeah.
But the point is, nobody at that time, that was around the 360 era, we had tons of World War II Call of Duty games and we didn't want anymore. And that one came out and we're like, oh, another one. And that was probably the best that was probably the best Call of Duty game. I mean, it's still one of my favorites to this day. And so it can be done if you do it right. Like the problem with Activision and Call of Duty is they're just resting on their laurels. They're just like, we just put one of these. We don't need to do anything innovative or change anything or really do much of anything. We just release another one, call it Call of Duty, insert credit card here, and people will buy it, But then maybe with Call of Duty Vanguard, they saw that gamers are not, that easily tranced by all these new releases. And they need to do what Ubisoft did with Assassin's Creed. They took time off and came out with Assassin's Creed Origins, which was great. They took like a 2 or 3 year span between the last, because we got one like every time you turn around, and then they took that time off and they came out with an awesome game. Now they're spitting them out every year again, and they're going downhill. And I think it's the same thing here with Call of Duty. They need to take some time off. We don't need another Call of Duty next year or the year after that. Take some time off to really innovate and make a really good Call of Duty game. And I think personally, focus more on, I know the multiplayer part is a big part of Call of Duty, but really focus on your single player. Because when I think of Call of Duty, I think of the single player stories. Like, if you ask somebody like about a Call of Duty game, they're not going to tell you about that cool time during a multiplayer match. They're going to tell you about like Modern Warfare, and that at like the ending of that game and the characters in it, and Soap and all those, and the guys in the Call of Duty Modern Warfare games and everything like that. Then the next Call of Duty game is Modern Warfare 2 or 3 or 5, or is it just called Modern Warfare? I can't remember what they call it. 2. Yeah. So
yeah, it's 2.
We'll see what they do with it, but cool your jets, Activision. I don't think it's because people didn't want a World War II game. I think it's just because you made a crappy game. They did say that this Vanguard, it enjoyed 36% fewer sales than its predecessor, Black Ops Cold War. But that was in the UK. So I'm not sure about in the US, but probably something very similar. Because I think overall Vanguard probably didn't do as well, I would say, as the last one, which was, what was the one before this? Was that Black Ops Cold War? Was that Cold War?
Cold War. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cold War was right before that one.
Cold War was...
I guess Warzone and Cold War came out the same year.
Cold War was set in the 80s.
Cold War did come out.
And it was, it had a lot of nostalgia things going on with it. I think that's one of the reasons Cold War did so well. Plus the multiplayer modes were better than these World War II ones. They just work better, the gun game and things like that. So
I think Cold War was an all right game. I think what really probably helped Cold War is Warzone. I think more probably helped Cold War. So I think I beat Cold War. I think we all, or me and Shane, I think beat Cold War, and it was an okay game overall. For me personally, it was okay. It wasn't like, man, this is the best Call of Duty or anything, but it was an okay game. But yeah, I mean, I think Warzone probably helped with that, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think the best thing to do is stop, take a step back, breathe, and just not foobar everything. Look at what you did wrong. Look at what competition's doing right. And for the love of sweet God, stay away from more battle royale crap. That's it. Give me a good solid story. Give me some good set pieces. You don't have to Michael Bay the whole damn thing, but give me some good set pieces. Give me those memorable moments from Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2. 2 wasn't as good, but it still had those great moments that were just different and fun you haven't done before. The C-130 mission is like one of the best missions, just bar none. I mean, you really remember that, or the sniping mission in Modern Warfare.
Right, the ghillie suit mission.
The
where you
ghillie
go
suit,
through
exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, when you're trying to evac and you got all the Russians storming at you, man, that is just fantastic. But they just can't keep trying to do the same thing. Especially, like I said, you get blowed up in every damn game. Something explodes around you, you fall on your ass, you wake up, you're hazy. Somebody either hands you a gun or you grab a gun. That's it. Every freaking one seems to do that. So stop it. Bad.
I just want more co-op shooters, less PvP.
And they do need more co-op. Yeah.
I would prefer these aren't my style games, but I would prefer a tactical based shooter with a group of co-op guys, that's really, really tactical rather than like this. But, I play because I want to play with you guys. And when we play, it's fun. It's fun to play in a group. But yeah, I would say that Vanguard was really bad. We didn't play for that long. That's how bad it was. And you guys are usually, when a new one comes out, even if it's not the greatest, we're playing it for a couple of weekends at least. And I don't think we put in, I don't even think we put in a weekend. I think maybe a day. We put in a couple hours or something. I can't remember how often we played. We didn't play that much though.
Not enough to even remotely trigger a memory.
Right. Yeah. Because I think this come out in November. Was it November? I think when it came out in 2021.
I think so.
Yeah, might be right.
So something around that time, and I'm like, it wasn't very memorable. I had when we were going through the articles, I was like, crap, I got to look at this game again because I don't remember it. I'm like, oh, I remember it now, but I don't remember much of it. So
yeah, it came out November 5th. So yeah, in November. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean the greatest innovation that Call of Duty ever made was the fish swim away from you. So
the technology behind that blew my mind.
I bet Mario's proud.
I forgot Mario did it first.
I think it's even been there before.
Nobody's done it before these guys, man. Nobody's done this fish swimming away from you.
Nope. But you remember second Black Ops when their big thing was the dog, your dog that goes with you. Oh, he's a good boy. He just follows you everywhere, takes out bad guys. He'll pick up a gun. I think that was the second Black Ops. I can't remember. I know it sucked really bad, like really, really bad. It was the worst one that I can remember. So maybe not as bad as Vanguard though.
Yeah. So Call of Duty, Activision, you're going to be soon owned by Microsoft. That deal's closing in quick. Even though people are trying to block it, some people are, but the shareholders have given it the okay. So shareholders give it the okay, then it's more likely going to go through. So
money talks.
Money does talk. So we'll see what happens. I doubt anything will happen when that goes through, but for Activision and Call of Duty, yeah, you just need to take some time and really think about, quit spitting these games out every time you turn around. Like let it base for a little while and then bring it out, really put some innovation and thought into it instead of just rehashing the same game every year. Do you guys have anything else you want to say about Call of Duty Vanguard?
Duty, DOOTY.
More good games, not bad games. We don't care what you said of that, really.
That's right.
With co-op, no battle royale.
That's right. Yeah, make a 4-player co-op Call of Duty. That Call of Duty kind of like what you're saying, Pat. It made me think of SWAT. Like, remember the old game SWAT? Like something like that would be freaking awesome,
right?
With co-op. Right,
urban warfare.
Yep, in that SWAT style strategy, you got cameras and everything like that. Not Rainbow Six Siege, but I'm talking about actual thinking more of SWAT. So, anywho,
if you don't know SWAT, look it up.
Yeah, if you don't know it, you can grab SWAT 4 from Good Old Games. If you've never played it, you can go over there and grab it. But thanks everybody for watching. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you hit subscribe. Hit the bell notifications to keep up to date with new videos that we do all the time. Also, make sure to write a comment down below. What do you think of Call of Duty Vanguard? And which one was your favorite? Let us know which one. I think for me personally, I think World at War was probably one of my favorites. I did like the Modern Warfare ones as well. Can't forget Ghosts. Maybe the best one ever.
That's the one I was thinking of with the dog.
No, the Ghost was horrible. But let us know in the comments down below, what do you think of Call of Duty? And if you have a favorite one, which one's your favorite? But other than that, thanks again. See you next time, everyone.
See ya.